All right, so this is part 2 of my last lesson that involves solving simple trigonometric equations. So we already did this one on the last podcast, and I'm going to address letter B, which is tan x is equal to 1 over root 3. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this equation here. So tan x 1 over root 3, all my solutions are going to lie in this domain. So we're looking at radian measures here because of that 2 pi. Now, what we're looking for is what angles on the unit circle give me a ratio of the y-coordinate over x-coordinate. It's supposed to be 1 over root 3. Okay, so the ratio y to y over x should be 1 over root 3. Now, it's really tough to see that relationship because we're essentially taking y and we're dividing by x. So a method that I use is I take the numerator and the denominator, and I divide them both by 2. So tan x is equal to 1 over 2 over root 3 over 2. Okay, so the reason why I chose 2 is because if you look at all the angles on the unit circles besides the quadrant angles, so not these ones, every other angle has a denominator of 2 for the coordinates. So this has a denominator of 2, and I could say the same thing over here. Okay, so every point except the quadrant angles is going to have a denominator of 2. So that's why I took each value here and raised it, I put it above a 2. Because now you can see where on the graph is my y-coordinate 1/2 and my x-coordinate root 3 over 2. So let's see if we can find that here. We're going to have 2 solutions here. The reason why is because my tan ratio is currently positive. So where is tan positive? So you're going to go ahead and apply that add sugar to coffee rule. And tan is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. Okay, now in the first quadrant, remember we're looking for y values that are 1/2 and x value that's root 3 over 2. A point that follows that property is this point right here. Okay, so y is 1/2, x is root 3 over 2. Therefore, one of my solutions is pi over 6 radians. The next solution is going to lie in the third quadrant. So if I take this 30, or so not 30 degrees, but pi over 6. It's going to be along this line right here. So my second solution is 7 pi. That's a 7 pi over 6. Okay. Now you may be wondering, but negative root 3 over 2 is not the same thing as root 3 over 2, but these are both positive. I mean, these are both negative. Sorry about that. These are both negative. So when you divide two negatives together, you're always going to get a positive value. Okay, so that's why this is also considered a solution, 7 pi over 6. And that's how you do this question.